Arthur Smith made the move over. So Julio Jones goes one way, Arthur Smith comes the other. I think people have been really impressed. I know I have been with Arthur Smith so far. It's early days. It's early days so far. But what can you expect to see from on a high level from an Arthur Smith offense tonight with a lot of tight ends running game. The Falcons were bad running game and bad at protecting the quarterback last year. Is that going to get better?
Yes, it will get better, and I think that's one thing you're going to see an awful lot tonight is the run game. In the preseason, as an offensive coordinator, Arthur Smith was not a big fan of showing a whole lot. He was more about establishing a mindset and sort of a foundational approach, and my guess is he's going to want to run the ball a whole lot, and it's not going to be. It's not going to be a whole lot of different run plays. It's going to be the same run plays over and over again.
If you got a battle in there at guard, you need to call the same stuff. So see them actually do the job. Otherwise, you're just, okay, one guy gets the first half, things are close, and you call a certain kind of plays. And then you get down second half, and you're calling a different set of plays. You're down, you're throwing the ball over the yard. It's not a fair evaluation.
And just trying to establish that physical sort of mindset. People don't know a lot about Arthur because he didn't have any sort of NFL playing career, didn't even have a particularly good college career, but he has an offensive line background, and he's never really lost that mentality. He wants to have an offense that punishes defenses and pushes them around a little bit. And my guess is tonight it will be very important for him in terms of really starting to put that mindset into place.
So what can you tell us a little bit about Arthur Smith as a man manager? Because he has to do a decent job of getting the best out of his offense while he was there.
Yeah, Arthur's an interesting guy in that he does a really good job doing the job he has right now. But when he gets promotions, he's prepared for those moments, and we saw that here with the Titans. He started under head coach Mike Munchak, and in a lot of ways was sort of Munchak's glorified secretary. Almost did some paperwork things in addition to a lot of coaching type stuff. He took a job just to get a job in an NFL building because that's what he wanted to do, and then. When Munchak got fired and Ken Wisenhunt came along, he convinced Wisenhunt to keep him on staff as an offensive assistant and assistant tight end coach, and he did that. And then when Wisenhunt got fired and tight ends coach Mike Mularkey gets promoted, then Arthur slides in and becomes the tight ends coach. And right away, guys talked about how ready he was for the job and how good he was at that job. And then when Mike Vrabel comes in, Vrabel keeps him in that job and then eventually promotes him to offensive coordinator. And now here we are. The fact that he hasn't climbed over people to get where he was, but managed to keep an eye out for what he wanted to do, knew what he wanted to do, was ready to go when he got there. It speaks a lot to sort of his ability with people, and that he deals honestly with guys. And I talked earlier about he identifies what guys do well and does that. I think he's very honest with players too, in terms of, hey, look, this is what you're going to do for us. This is why you're going to do it for us, and don't worry about this other stuff because that's not you, and we're not going to ask you to do that. And he has a way of putting people at ease and making them believe, but it's not real rah-rah stuff. It's not pump you up. It's just sort of you come away. I think you come away from a conversation with them going, oh, okay, well that's how I am, or okay, that's what I'm going to do this game. And it's very clear in terms of his messaging.